match up with the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Winston. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Bengals nothing. Matt Gay set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Winston's throw pulled in by Renfro.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now Herbert following the turnover. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
Touchdown, Browns.
Justin Jefferson
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Flushed out right, and this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Winston now to throw on first down. And Jameis intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know,
and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Extra point safely through, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this...
Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Herbert's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Herbert back to the air. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal. 2nd down and goal. Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Justin Jefferson
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This is McCaffrey on the give.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Jameis to throw it.
Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. It got his man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Winston. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Oh, what a move. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run.
1st down, Cleveland.
Herbert on 1st down now. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Browns.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. This is caught. And he's brought down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
To the air again, Herbert. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Justin Jefferson on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns continue to roll. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So this rivalry, Charles, here in the Buckeye State, Cincinnati and Cleveland, you felt like for a while it took a dip as these two franchises struggled, but now I think this rivalry is budding again as one of the best under-the-radar rivalries in the NFL.
I agree with you absolutely, because both of these teams have the arrow pointing up. They've kind of solved their quarterback issues. They're building up their rosters. But one of the most defining moments of this rivalry to me wasn't even in a Browns-Bengals game. It was a Seahawks-Bengals game when head coach Sam White addressed the crowd and emphasized that Cincinnati was the place to be.
Well, Charles, I think his exact words were, you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll throw again. Winston. And Winston lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Final play of the half here. Winston. Oh, nice move. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he's got room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Touchdown! Tim Patrick, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
Bengals 7. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On third down, Winston. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. It's Herbert. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Marcus Golden in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And it's fielded at the 34. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, Winston. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, at 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Second down and 3.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
He's got Ayuk once again.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
Touchdown, Browns!
Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Jordan Brooks.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Winston. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Cincinnati. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw taken in by Pringle.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, Winston sliding out of the pocket, and his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Taking it right down Broadway. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle.
Get off the field.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice. He didn't carry it over into the game.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 70 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter,
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Gay now to add the extra point.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Browns 77, Bengals 14. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
First down, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Play fake. Winston.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.